All right, let's get started. So today we have Chrismat with us, and myself, I'm Andrea. So today I will be um, asking Chrismat some questions, and our topic today is energy protection. This topic actually came from Chrismat herself. I asked her, so what do you want to share this time on our live session? And she actually mentioned about energy protection. So maybe Chrismat, you can share with us a little bit more about why we want to talk about this topic and why is it important to share about this now.
Okay, it's because if you are into Chinese metaphysics, then you will know that the earth is going into the ninth cycle of luck. Into the ninth cycle of luck is into fire. So everyone will feel that it only started this year, yeah. It will last for the next 20 years. So in the very beginning, people think that how come things are getting tougher, even though it's the same work, but why is it getting tougher? It will get tougher as you go down the ninth cycle. It's 20 years, so 1 year is getting harder than 1 year. So this is all, if you don't believe in the elements, right? Elements actually have energy. That's why we actually put it in as a energetic protection. Okay, how do we able to go smoothly or not so much of hardship? We reduce the hardship in these 20 years so that you will not feel so tired always.
So basically, when we move into the ninth cycle, 九运,
Yes. 九运
it's actually very tough for
Yes.
us.
Yes. 九运是火运 is the elements of fire. Think about it that your body is keep burning. Okay. So the more you burn, the tougher you'll get. Right? Physically, it's like this. The more you burn, actually, you will die lah, in physical. But we don't die in the energy field. So what will get worse is our journey will get worse. And it can be felt in the physical also. Okay, so in this 九运, what can we do to protect ourselves from this fire elements energy so that we don't get that burned so badly?
So it's like let's say for example at work, it's already so there's a lot of challenges coming our way. Every day we have some problems to solve and we're trying to find solution depending on the job role that we are in, right? So other than the workload itself, we might not be, if we are not aware that the energy is changing and the energy is affecting us, then it becomes much more stress on us in our daily work. Is that
Yes,
right?
it will be. It will be because it will be a toy on your mental and sometimes physical strength because of your mental state. It will actually drain you on your physical state. Right?
Can you talk a bit more about mental state affecting our physical state in that sense?
When you are mentally stressed, you get tired very easily. Okay, and if some are good stress, okay, I can't say all stress will lead you to a physical tiredness. No, some stress it will actually boost you in your physical so that it actually drive you forward. Okay, but most of the stress is like you have this sensation, yeah. So this kind of stress will actually let you drag your feet to work, drag your feet to do some things that you used to like but not now currently. Right? So it actually drain your physical energy. So all this, for example, one of the very common one, depression, is a mental state, right? What can depression do to you? It can make you get distracted.
Always feeling very down,
Yes,
negative thoughts.
yes. And it always push you towards maybe suicidal thoughts,
Yeah,
right? So this is the mental state that can be related to a physical state.
I see.
But a lot of people who don't have the suicidal thoughts, but a lot will think that, wow, how come it's so tough to get money nowadays? How come it's so tough to like sustain my previous lifestyle, right? So it's like it's everything so tough. It's like, wow, 为什么我做工 every day I work, every day work till so late, every day OT, even with the OT pay or anything, I still find that I'm so broke. Okay, because of inflation, yeah. That's because of inflation. Inflation is real. Okay, but how can we do that? Because you can see that there are some people who are still earning the same as you, having the same workload as you, but they are happy. Why? Why is this so?
Different mental attitude. They have a different attitude. Or they probably are aware about this 九运 and are not affected by the energy so easily. Possible.
Yes and no, I would say the 九运 actually definitely will affect everyone. But if you know how to do things to make it a benefits to you, then that is different thing. Like the clothes you wear, the color that you wear, actually does make a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at least the person, I would say the person need to be aware to, it's not by just by luck. Like let's say if I like to wear black every day, so I wear black every single day, then there will only be probably a few chances on the days where it's suitable for me in that sense,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Maybe I can only hit like 10% or 20%. Like 80% or 90% of the time it's might not be correct.
Which is true because you are not trained in the Chinese metaphysics, right? If you are not trained in the Chinese metaphysics, then there's a chance that you can't really catch the energy of this 九运 and also catch the energy that is around us on a daily basis.
Okay. So would you say if someone at work, right, usually they are already they are in constant stress, there may be a chance where um it might be due to them not understanding the energy that is affecting them.
Maybe, because when you can flow with the energy, you don't really feel much stress on it. It's not that because of uh, you understanding the energy. We don't need to understand the energy anyway. Okay, we just need to know that if we wear something, some colors that allows the energy to flow through us, okay, and not, can you imagine you are just blocking the wind? What will you do? The wind is very strong.
Feel very tired and yeah,
Helpless. You'll feel helpless and everything, right? But what if you are on the sail? You're on a sail and you just let the wind brings you wherever you go. And where the wind brings you is wherever you want to go. How smooth will it be? How effortless will it be?
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
It's a very different situation.
Yes. So when we wear the wrong colors, because elements come in different colors. If that elemental color suits you, then you are just like sailing to a destination to where you want to be. Okay, but if you are wearing the wrong colors, you feel that you are in hell every second because you're blocking the way.
Yes.
Then how would you feel? I'm like like this.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you affect our ability to perform because every day we are just holding up uh the energy so that we can function well, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of difference.
And holding up the energy to function well, how much energy can you hold up? That's another question.
Yes. So if you are watching live and or watching the replay and you have some questions about your energy level, your performance at work, and you feel like you can't you are against the wind, you know, the feeling, the example that Chrismat shared, that you are always against the wind and trying very hard to ride on the wind instead, right? And those are very two different situations. You can actually drop your questions below, and then Chrismat can uh maybe share a bit more about your current situation. Okay, so I think we have illustrate a bit about the work context. How about in our maybe about health as well? That's the energy level. How about in relationship? Is there any implications if we are not understanding our as in if we are not aware about um using the correct energy that will help us?
I was not say using the correct energy. I would say attracting the correct energy to assist us to let our communication be better. Okay, with this life cycle, like nine, how come I keep saying knife?
It's correct lah. It's the ninth cycle.
Ninth cycle. You will tend to have this unknown angle or this unknown annoyance. So we will actually flare this anger or this annoyance to those that are really close to us, who are those who are not married, is your best friend, boyfriend, or your family members. Those who are married will be the husband, the children. Some might still have best friends, some might not. Okay, but family members. So it will actually jeopardize your relationship.
Unknown anger.
Yes, it's just like in the Chinese 我们 call 星火，你的心就有很像一把火在那边，觉得不发不舒服。
Is it like 很烦躁？
Yes, not really 烦躁，but 就觉得很烦。然后你要发出这个，很像看了一点点小东西，你就觉得，唉，突然这个火就来了。所以9运也是会有这种问题，
比较会让
发火。
那个人发火，比较会烦躁。Yeah, so these are the influence of the energies.
Yes.
对吗？
So in relationship, think about it. If you keep quarreling, will the relationship be good?
Definitely it will get worse and worse. Yeah. 对，就是如果感情方面in relationship we can't communicate with each other, then it will make the anger even worse.
Yes, because the relationship is all about communications. Right? If there's a break in the communication or the communication go having this sound, then you also will have problems hearing the other side.
Yes, yes. So in this case, right, is there a chance where in the days when we we find that things are not going well at work, things like in the at home, then we get into quarrel and then feel very tired. Is it possible that it is there's a way to mitigate all this?
Hmm. You can is to step out of the situation. But the funny thing is, you want to step out, the other party don't allow you to step out,
Mm,
right? So what you can do is that you tell your partners that before anything happens, before any quarrel happens, just tell your partners that if can we make a pact, can we make a contract, or can we have an agreement? If you're annoyed with me, tell me that you want to spend some time alone and you walk out.
mm,
Okay? Or I can tell you that, Andrea, if uh in our communications, I suddenly get fed up, okay? Push me aside and ask me to cool down.
this is to cool off whatever energy that is being built up at that time.
Yes. Mm.
I see.
Fire energy is something that can combust very easily in any in all the five elements.
Mm-hmm.
Fire energy is the easiest to combust. Why? Because it's the only one that combusts.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. So I think so far you have shared about the influence of fire in on mental stress, on our emotional side as well, and then on the physical side where we are affected by the fire burning energy that
Mm.
will drain us physically.
Yes.
Yes. So if I mean in this situation, we are only about 1 year into the ninth cycle.
Not 1 year. We are only like 6 months into it only. Half a year.
6 months into it. Okay. So I think for some people they might not feel it yet, but for some they already felt it already. But then this cycle will actually continue
Yes, for 20 years.
for 20 years, right? And um maybe you can share a bit. Let's say now that person think that, oh, it's just natural, right? It's just natural that you meet you have stress at work or relationship that's quarrel, and then like that this person can handle it. But what would be some consequence that will happen if this person does not want to learn about this and they think that no, energy will not affect me? What do you think about uh, what will happen to this person?
Actually, I don't know what will happen to that person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't want to say it's the scenario at all. But to me is if you can sail in the big oceans to your happiness,
Mm-hmm.
why do you want to knock your head against the wall? Why would you want to resist the strength of the wind?
Mm,
Strength of the wind is natural, okay? But I would say that many of us can't resist.
mm,
Okay, what if the strength of the wind become a hurricane?
mm.
That is also the strength of the wind, ma, right? But if become a hurricane, you want to fight a hurricane or not?
Oh, I think it's quite impossible to fight a hurricane lah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's impossible to fight, right? That is to tell you energy is like this.
Okay.
Okay, these are all energy. Wind are all energy, right? We uses wind energy to generate electricity in some parts of the world.
Mm,
Correct?
yes.
We uses water to energy to also um, generate electricity in some part of the world.
Mm,
fuels also. Singapore is using fuels, right? So if all these are energy, why would you want to resist energy? If you know energy well, makes you of the energy, is free for you and good luck for you forever.
Okay.
Who don't want?
Yes. I think we can all understand that whether we want or we don't want, the cycle is happening. The energy is influencing us. So maybe Chrismat, you can share with us a bit about what can we do on a personal level to start to do some changes to attract the right energy to help us through this nice cycle.
To be fair, it's actually through the colors that you wear. Okay, if you want, you can go by trial and error. Okay, if not, you just go to any masters that see 八字. They should be able to tell you what color suits you.
So when we look at 八字, it's based on the elements of a person.
It's actually, when I look at 八字, I see the movement of the elements, not just the elements, but the movement of it. Is it smooth? Is there blockage in the movement? Is there any unlinked path of the energy movement? Yeah. So we must see the energy movement. Some people is like, okay, for whatever we are lacking in our 八字, we might go towards it or we might reject that color. Okay, if you go towards it, it's fine because it generates a movement. But if you avoid, reject, it might not be good because you form a block in that energy. So the energy movement is being blocked or being discontinued. Yeah, so it cannot generate.
I see.
When it cannot generate, it will start attacking.
I see.
When you start attacking, you feel very difficult.
So actually what you're trying to share with us is because of the 9 cycle, it is even much more important that we understand our own energy cycle, energy flow due to the elements we have in our 八字.
Yes.
And this is a tool to help us to attract better energy, to help our energy flow better.
Yes.
And it's even much more important now as we enter the 9th cycle, 火运.
Not only just as important now, but I would say that it gives people more awakening or more, is it focus or awareness? Like people have more awareness of the energy moving around them.
I see.
In the past, energy also does matters. It's whether you want to be much better or not.
I think personally I can share a bit about this experience. So myself, when I work, try to give my best to at my workplace, right? No matter I put 100%, 110%, 120%, right? It's very hard for me to achieve the results I want. So it's hard work. For me, the harder I work, it doesn't translate into more results or better results. But then after consulting with Chrismat, and I realized the lack in my 八字 elements, I start to get help from my colleagues. I start to receive help from my superior and also my uh, prospects and clients, right? They actually are more cooperative with me. So for me personally, I do feel a change in this as well. And I get more recognition, definitely more recognition and physical bonuses because of commissions and bonuses because of the amount of sales I bring in for the company. So for this, definitely I can say that there is some change, positive change. with and without awareness of my own 八字 elements. Yeah. So I think previously without that, there is a gap. The energy
There's a
doesn't flow.
block or a discontinuation of a flow.
Mm.
When our bazi is very funny, bazi come in 5 elements, okay? And bazi actually is our date of birth and time. Also, this strand of date and time actually it forms 8 characters, 8 Chinese characters in the Chinese metaphysics. So this is what we call 八字. Okay, so it's your date of birth and date of time. Time of birth. Date of birth and time of birth that form these 8 characters in
The
Chinese
year,
metaphysics.
month, date,
Day,
time.
time.
Okay.
Yes. So in 八字, there's always some elements, but no matter how great the elements, there's only 4 elements that can consist in a 八字 in the top row.
Mm-hmm.
The top row is people see us, is okay, how people view us. So if your row shows that you got a lot of money, then even if you don't have money, people will still see that you have a lot of money. This is a very funny thing.
Okay. Okay, because it's due to the elements.
Yes, due to the
Okay.
elements on the top row. Then the bottom row is what you really have.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people, the bottom row are all earth elements, and earth elements is his um capability and abilities. Okay, but however, he don't have any earth elements on the top row.
Mm.
So what people will see is that, yeah, this person got no ability in works. It doesn't show that he is good at his work.
Even though he is very good.
Yes, he have all the knowledges and everything.
Okay.
Okay, but the thing is that usually we work in a team,
Mm.
right? When we work in a team, that person with all the good elements at the bottom row, he will be covered up.
Mm.
He can't sprout out. He will be covered up. And the team members or the team leaders will just take his credit.
Isn't that very demoralizing?
Yes, but this person don't know how to do.
And this person can be stuck in the same role for many years. 5, 6
No
years.
promotion.
10 years. 10 years a bit too long. But I think I've heard of stories like that.
And no promotion.
And no promotion.
Because people don't see how his abilities in work, his efficiency at work. Yeah, so this is the problem that person will face.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what 八字 is. From 八字 you can see, do you have any benefactor, someone who come to hold your hands and draw you along and bring you smoothly through your careers and all those things. From 八字 you can see all those.
Yeah.
And just like you, when we met, I saw your 八字, I'll just say that, hey, you have a block, you have a lack in these elements. And with this lack, your very strong elements actually will go and attack your weak elements.
Yeah.
Right? So you find that, how come I always I work, I don't have money coming in.
Very tired.
Very tired, no strength, and
no
money coming in. Then got to spend so much, this and that. Then after we remove this lack and continue the movement of the energy, because I told you what color to wear and what color not to wear.
I think when I met you, I was already working for 6 years. Yeah. But I always feel that I'm at ground zero. I'm at the junior level. It's very hard for me to basically I have an income ceiling. It's very hard for me to break through, very hard for me to get promoted. Yeah. Only actually it's true that only after I met you, right, I became a team leader. And only after I met you, then I start to receive commissions and bonus, uh, and the increment in that sense.
Because we start to make the elements movement move in a cycle.
Mm,
When okay, 八字 is a very funny thing. Within the 八字 itself, there is a very smooth generating cycle,
mm-hmm.
but also a very harsh crashing cycle. They crash each other, they attack each other in any way.
So we have to guide. Basically, it's our responsibility to find out the gap and guide the flow of the energy.
Yes, guide the flow of the energy. How? By the clothes that you wear. What color? As simple as that. I'm not asking you to buy very expensive crystals. No, you know I'm very practical. Even like the most difficult, a lot of people think is the wood elements. If you are lacking wood elements only have one color, that's green. It don't have a huge range of colors. It's only green color or any leafy colors that can do chlorophyll. You must think of chlorophyll in order to think of wood color, right? So I go by because some people cannot, due to uniform, they cannot wear any green colors.
Yeah.
Okay, we are not in SAF, please. SAF got no issue with that because most of their uniform is green.
Yes, army.
The army, okay, but if you are in Navy, how? And if in your 八字, the 8 characters, you actually cannot wear water elements color. Navy is water elements. How? And you lack of wood. You need the wood to generate this thing out. How? Very simple. You just carry pencils in your pocket, showing the pencils leak out. No one will say anything. Anything is it's just a pencil. I need to take notes or anything, right? Just a pencil. It's that easy.
I think what Chrismat is sharing is even when we learn about 八字, and we need to find a solution for it, right? To help our elements flow better. It's not going to be difficult, okay? The only thing is whether you know or you don't know what are the elements that you're lacking. So if you know the elements you're lacking, there are simple solutions that you can apply the next moment,
The next second.
the next second, to actually improve your energy flow and cycle. So let's say now if someone comes to you and check with you on the 八字 and understand the elements gap, and they want to make changes, what is the time that they will expect to see any difference?
If you really follow the steps, I would say you can see the difference. Minimum 1.5 months, maximum 3 months. You will see a difference. Definitely a huge difference in 3 months. Minor difference in 1.5 months.
Okay. 1.5 months to 3 months to see changes.
Yes.
Can these be applied to work only or any application depending on the...
When looking at your 八字, if we change the movement of the elements cycle or the energy cycle of the elements, it will not just affect you in one part of your life. It affect you your whole life. I don't mean like your whole life cycle, right? I mean your lifestyle cycle. For example, work, relationship, finances, all these are lifestyle cycle.
Okay.
Okay? So it affects in all around you.
So there is a chance where if I fix a certain element in my every area of my life, be it at work, in my relationship, my finances, my health, I will be able to see improvements in these different areas.
Yes, and actually the most surprising improvement I will see is not in the physical, but is in the mental state. It's like you start to see things like, wow, I open up my eyes. My eyes are open now. It's like you see much more things. In a situations, you can see things from a different angle because there's an open of mindset.
Mm.
Mm.
I see. Yeah, definitely. It's the
You put yourself into the shoe.
I feel much
Think about
happier.
it.
I mean, for my
Yeah.
own experience.
Think about it.
Mm.
Is there a change in your finance?
Yes.
Is there a change in your relationship with your husband and with your
Family.
family?
Yes.
Is there a change in your mental state?
More confident, more courageous.
Are you
Able to
able to
see.
share whatever that you don't dare to share in the past?
Yes, I can. I will speak up more. Definitely.
Mm. Another thing is you get more recognition from your bosses.
For sure.
That will bring in actually more finances and even a promotion.
Mm.
So all these things will change, and how long it takes for you?
How long? It's not long actually. Maybe about 3 months. Yeah, maybe about there. Mm. And I would say the effect is built up. It's a continuous building up in that way.
Okay, why is there a continuous build up? It's because when we remove the block from your 八字, right? We need to actually fill the gap.
Okay.
Okay, in the very beginning, maybe we fill it with all the like cupboards and all those, right? For emergency purposes, we use emergency equipments and emergency ingredients to fill the gap out. Correct?
Yes, yes.
But as we go, we can slowly, since we already have the cupboard to fix that pipe, right? The water flows through.
Mm-hmm.
We have more time. We build a PVC around it, so it's more solid. Then we build cement around it. It's more solid. Right. Then he says, "Aya, now I have the time already. I book it stainless steel lah." Then you change the whole pipe to stainless steel.
Mm.
Then the water flow much better.
Yes, yes.
Right. So there's different layers because emergency must use emergency equipment and ingredient.
I feel, yeah, I mean the foundation seems to be stronger, much stronger now, yes. Yeah. So for me, I am experiencing the continuation of this cycle, and I think it's just the beginning for me. Where I feel much more stabilized, starting to see results, and I'm ready for more. So this is where when Chrismat shared that it is not only the physical, or the physical is just the result, but if I were to be able to help me with my mental strength, my emotional strength, I can really do much more. And this is something that I've been experiencing, and I do see the effects in my work, relationship, my family as well. So I'm very happy. I'm always very grateful that I met Sharon, I met Chrismat, and Chrismat helped me with my 八字. And I think today we are here to share the benefits of it. So if you are interested to find out what are some of the gaps in your 八字, okay, you can just drop a message to Chrismat via the PM messenger, or you can drop a hashtag shield SHIELD, and we will send you a message or a guide from there to share more about energy protection and how you can improve your energy level, energy protection, energy flow to help you in your work, your relationship, as well as your physical health. Okay. So anything, Chrismat, that you would like to share with the audience before we end this live session today?
Be good to yourself, have more protection, and let your life go smoothly. Don't be harsh on yourself. Don't think that harsh work comes good work. It's never the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to ride with the wind, not
Yes.
against the wind.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Chrismat, for
Thank
sharing.
you.
All right.